Definitely.
Welcome back to High Flyer Radio number 43. And yeah, I'm still thinking about that shit that happened before we went on. High Flyer Radio, the best professional wrestling podcast on the planet, on the interwebs, and everywhere you can find a podcast. And as always, it is I don't have myself a nickname yet, but it's me, Raul Alejandro Mendoza, one of
You're
the
the
hosts.
commissioner. That's it. You're
The
just the
commissioner.
commissioner. There you
That's
go.
right. The commissioner who doesn't dress like a commissioner. The
No.
commissioner, Raul Alejandro Mendoza, aka the Nerd Chicano, here to host the show alongside my wonderful other host here, High Fly Radio Champion Aiden Kossick.
Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. In all of its glory, in all of its reflective glory. What's going on, man?
Not much, not much. A wonderful, wow, I was about to say Friday night. No, Saturday night here. As
I was about to say, wait, it is Friday, but it's not Friday. It is
It's not
Saturday.
Friday. It's
Dang.
not Friday. Been busy. This week is the definition of busy. Was the definition of busy, and I'm glad to be caught up with any of my personal videos that I have to make
Oh
for
yeah,
my
man.
channel. Because if I had to edit one more fucking video this week, I was about to lose it. But yeah. What's up, Kylie in the chat? Hey yo, that's
Hey
right.
yo.
Hey champ and commish. Yes. Hey Jabril, or oh wait, Jabril, no show. What's exactly? But
Exactly.
I damn Stacy, you changed your fucking profile picture too. Wow.
Dang, Stacy's growing out that beard.
Yeah, man. The former Curvin White room.
That was good, bro. Stacy's coming out here looking like Tommaso Ciampa.
Tampa, bro. But yeah, I'm okay, man. What's up with you, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, listen, bro. I was gonna save this for the live show, but since there is no live show tonight, we kind of took that place, bro.
Yeah.
My apartment is fucking dog shit, man. Like, this place sucks. So I leave for work the other day, right? And before work, I took a shower because I went to the gym, went and worked out, and smell like ass. I don't want to go to work smelling like ass. So I go take a shower. I turn off the shower, and I'm like, why is it dripping like that? Why is the faucet still dripping when I've turned everything all the way off? And I was like, it's no big deal. So I close my bathroom door and I go to work, and I come back, 9 hours later, open up the bathroom because I got to go take a leak. And there's water dripping from the ceiling. It's humid. All this steam just blast me in the face. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? And then next thing I know, the faucet is just full on pouring out hot water. And I was like, God, this is not good. So I was like, well, I got to take a shower. So I took a shower and I was like, I'll worry about this in a sec. But once I went to turn off the shower to get it to come back out of the tub faucet, it broke and busted and water just started spewing everywhere. And I turned the water all the way off and it was still coming out everywhere. So I called my landlord and I was like, dude, the tub does not drain fast enough for this to be the tub doesn't drain fast enough. This whole building is about to flood with water. I don't know what to do here, dog, but you got to come help me out. So he pulls up, but as I'm going to go walk and open up the door because my landlord shows up and he wanted to come see what the problem is, I walk on the floor in this cheap ass floor. My foot goes through the wooden floor in the apartment on this this dingy little spot that was always there. Bro, this shit is ridiculous. I've got a hole in the wall in my bathroom because the plumber came in and had to fix it, but he didn't have the right shower head and the right like knobs for like the faucet and stuff. So they're gonna have to come back like next week and fix it. So he gave me the key to the apartment next door. I'm having to like walk across like to go to the other apartment to like go take showers in this empty ass room. And it's just like, oh man, fucking hate this place. I cannot wait until I move out and I can get like a whole new setup and everything's nicer.
Yeah.
God,
None of your
bro.
stuff got wet, right? Like your gear and anything like that?
Nah, nothing got wet. Like, thankfully, like we got it in time, but it's such a hassle, dude. This place is just.
I bet you can't wait for that lease to end, bro.
I
That's
can't wait for this lease to end, bro. I
yeah.
cannot wait to get a new apartment.
David D fears El Presidente. Oh damn. Yeah. Yeah. What's it called? Of course, we're here to talk about some stuff in pro wrestling today. We have a special second well, would this be the second episode or would this be the first episode of the month? I guess
Well, this is like the
pre-episode.
first real episode of the month, but at the same time, like we did have the Revolution watch along. But like,
We'll be
this
here
is our
next week.
first.
Yeah.
This is High Flyer 2.0, dog. You gotta
Yeah.
change. We have to change the name, like NXT. This is like the first
Fuck
real.
outta here with that shit.
Bruh, I gotta say, man, this purple looks good, dude.
I
I
like the
feel like
purple a lot.
I feel like the purple fits
Yeah.
this show.
Alex, you did a
dude.
great job, especially with like
Yeah,
the way that
thank
the
you so
background,
much.
the white background, well, like grayish background, complements the purple so well.
Yeah.
She did a great job on that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for doing that for us.
Yeah, that's quality. By the way, happy birthday to Alex, 33 years young. 30 years,
Yeah, happy
33
birthday.
years young. Yeah. Don't ruin High Flyer by calling it 2.0. Yeah. But, what's it called? If you all have been looking on Twitter, of course, somebody has been bitching around, and apparently it's the new normal for people to take to Twitter fingers now. Brad's been, Brad can't come on to live show, but he sure can bitch for a couple of hours about how he doesn't have a title shot. But you know what? TV time is TV time, baby. You want to what's it called? Get TV time. Show how you can get some TV time. No.
Amen.
Amen.
God bless. God bless. Every day I go on Twitter and it's people bitching about how they want my title, and it's like, hey man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm out here, bro. I'm the first champ and I'm the best champ. I'm out here representing the brand. I'm out here at the AEW shows holding up the belt. Kids walking up to me. Oh my God, what is that belt? And I said, I'm the High Flyer Radio Champion.
Maybe
young
in a
Leon.
couple of years you'll be able to be on my Twitch channel.
Yeah.
So you can
and then I give him a nuggie and I push him out of the way because I needed to get another beer and another hot dog. Nah, but like I was out there and people were, like, hey, what's up with the belt? Like checking it out, so it was pretty cool.
It's nice. Aiden doesn't know what single match when single means. I'm still undefeated in singles. Oh,
you haven't had a singles.
Have you?
No one's like. There's no. So
I believe I'll be the first.
There's never been a one-on-one singles match.
Yeah.
You and Jabril are going to have the very first one-on-one singles match in High Fly Radio history in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
And spoiler alert, I'm going to win. I'm gonna go to night 2 and I'm gonna beat this motherfucker for that belt. And
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Y'all got some roadblocks to get through before y'all get to me, man.
Either way, I'm the one who is here every night for you all. I'm not only on this show, but I'm here on this channel every single time, most of the time. But I get to be here for you all. I get to sit here and talk to you all while Jabril gets to go to like 3 weddings in a month and doesn't even get to be here for a watch along, bro. And then when he does, he can't even fix his internet. Like how is that supposed to be caring for the people of this network, the people he's supposed to represent? I get to be here for you all. I get to be here every single time for you all. No, but it's okay. Jabril can what's it called? Try to go fix his what's it called? His internet. Like I told him, bro, go pawn those Cuban links he had on his neck, bro. Get himself some good Wi-Fi, bro.
That's heat.
That was a perfect. I'm so glad I put that shit in there, man. Oh man, this is so amusing to me, man. I'm just gonna sit back. Let y'all tear each other down.
Yeah.
Do what y'all need to do in order to get to me, man.
I'm here every time, even when Raul isn't on. I'm in chat, both Twitch and YouTube, in the version of the people. That's why I'm your president. Yeah, you even were here. We're like when fucking Stacy, what's it called, wasn't even in here. Like Stacy missed 2 shows, so you could go get a new profile picture.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but of course, it's been quite the week.
It's been
a couple of weeks.
so much stuff in the world of
More
professional
than
wrestling, dude.
anything, we do have to start off with sending our condolences and our thoughts to the family and the friends of Scott Hall, Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
He passed this week, and I mean, God, I mean, come on, guys. We call ourselves the outsiders on here. You
Yeah.
know, we're fans of Ramon. We're fans of Hall. You know,
Oh yeah.
and I know that there was like a time that it was known that Hall wasn't doing too good, and then he got he started getting better, and it started to see like because when he did his like Hall of Fame speech, like he looked like he was doing a lot better,
Yeah.
and then I then suddenly we hear this week that like he's in life support and he's that the family is gonna probably take him off of it and
Yeah,
just
because he had that hip surgery because he had a bad hip, and
yeah,
unfortunately, in those sometimes in those surgeries, there's complications, and he had
yeah,
blood clot, caused 3 heart attacks to the guy. You
yeah,
know,
yep.
man.
Oh man, it's and I to me like when what's it called I was on Twitter and I kind of sympathize with this a lot, being as somebody just lost my mom this year. It's like 2 months ago, and X Pac was saying how like X Pac put on Twitter like I get why y'all are doing it, but it's kind of what's it called hard to see y'all sending the rest in peace when our friend isn't even like dead yet, and
Yeah,
because you have those moments where the heart's still beating. And I remember, hearing from my aunt, like, oh, her levels are going back up, like she's probably gonna make it. And I was thinking, like how it was probably the same thing for Hall. You get those little parts where Hall's probably gonna make it, and and now he's gone. He's gone, and what's called, but he left an incredible career. I mean,
yeah.
what's it called? Not just as Razor Ramon, but I mean, and WCW and
Oh yeah. If they like Scott Hall is the foundation for like modern wrestling, dude. Like without Scott Hall leaving WWF at the time to go to WCW, the
WCW.
WCW, without him showing up in that crowd, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. Without that, like without the NWO forming and him bringing in Nash, and then ultimately Eric Bischoff, bringing in, whether we don't like him, but bringing in Hulk Hogan, and the NWO forming and becoming like the hottest thing in professional wrestling, and changing the entire landscape. Without Scott Hall, like none of that exists. And I was watching WrestleMania 10 like an hour ago before we started the show. I was watching the ladder match with him and Shawn
Oh, what an
Michaels. Like
amazing ladder match.
probably the best ladder match. If you just ladder match, I would say that it's probably the best ladder match.
Hmm.
But like, man, like what a great worker, like what a smart creative mind. Like without Scott Hall, we don't have Crow Sting. He went and saw the movie The Crow and walked up to Sting and was like, "You ever see the movie The Crow, man? You should do that, dude." Like in his Scott Hall voice, like just what a great dude, man. Like what a revolutionary for this industry.
And so many accolades. Match of the year in '94 versus Michaels versus Shawn in that ladder match.
Yeah,
Most improved wrestler of the year in '92. Tag team of the year in '97 with Kevin Nash. I mean, what's
yeah.
it called? Fucking
One of the
so many titles, bro. Fuck,
yeah.
god
And
damn.
never a world title, dude. And
No,
that speaks to the caliber of guy that Scott Hall, Razor Ramon was, man. Like what just a world class dude. He had his demons,
hmm
and someone like me where I've had my demons, I look to people like Scott Hall and I see that they can get themselves out of that situation, and you can change, and
yeah,
you can change your life for the better. So I'm happy that he got his flowers while he was still alive. He got into the Hall of Fame. He was, it,
yeah.
I'm happy that he got his flowers, and he knew that he was loved, and
Yeah. Two
thoughts and
time Hall
prayers
of
go out to
Famer,
the
bro.
family. Yeah,
Two
two-time Hall of
time,
Famer.
bro. It's amazing.
Uh,
Fucking as Razor and then as a member of the NWO, man. You know,
uh,
and this was when like I think he was the first one to become a two-time second what's it called? The second person to become a two-time because the first one was Flair. He
yeah,
was the only one for a while
yeah,
who had been a two-time. And then what's it called? He went in there and it's just I mean, it's just incredible. And Razor and Scott Hall left an incredible repertoire. And to me, I like I bought this. I didn't buy it. Obviously, my mom bought it for me when I was young. The ladder match set from WWE. I bought it. It was a DVD set with like a crap ton of ladder matches, and it was revolving around the ladder match. And Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10 was actually the first, what I would consider to be old school wrestling match that I saw. And being young, when I watched that, first of all, I actually thought that Razor Ramon was actually Cuban.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, that Scott Hall was not Cuban, but he played a version of Tony Montana way too good.
Way too good, man. He did it better than Pacino did, dog.
Yeah.
He had us convinced.
Yeah, but and that was the first piece of like old school wrestling that I watched, and I was just like amazed, and I loved it, especially because he would go down under the ladder and they go like it's just
like that
the man
that Scott Hall.
Yeah, the
just
man
so
oozed
cool.
swagger, and
just so cool.
see it.
Yeah,
you see in a lot of people, especially Damian Priest, and how like Damian Priest always talked about like how Scott Hall is like one of his biggest like inspirations.
Yeah,
and the man
and Hall gave
swagger.
him the finish. Like he was like, you can use that. So I really liked what he put on Twitter, Damian Priest, what he put on Twitter this past week, like just sending his thoughts and his prayers out to the family. And bro, seeing him like come out doing like the Scott Hall walk this week on Raw, because so we'll get to the topic later, but I watched Raw this week. I was very disappointed, but I watched Raw this week, and seeing Damian Priest come out and do that walk was really cool, and seeing him get emotional, and Tanahashi doing it. I saw it this week on YouTube, dude. I had no idea that this match happened. I don't know what the promotion was, but it was somewhere over in Japan. But Scott Hall and a young, like no accolades Tanahashi had a match together where Scott Hall put Tanahashi over. And I love that he was always doing that, with Jericho and 1-2-3 Kid and all that kind of stuff, man. R.I.P. Scott Hall, man. Like one of the greatest of all time, dude.
One of, if not the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. I mean,
I mean, to me, I would say he's probably the greatest IC champ of all time.
Probably.
And I love the idea. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, but everyone's like, how they do the Andre the Giant battle, Royal. Someone said that
the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic.
Yeah, every year for WrestleMania, for the IC title, there should be a Scott Hall Memorial ladder match. And I love that idea for the IC title.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be awesome.
Yeah. The man had the talent and charisma to use just a toothpick to get himself over. And that's like, that wasn't even a thing that Tony Montana used in the movie. Like, that was his own thing that he added to the Razor character. That's
just what a genius, man. What a wrestling mind.
Bruce.
What's up, Bruce?
What's up, people? Not much, man. Just here talking about the incredible Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. But rest in peace. I agree with that. There should be like a tournament at Mania for the IC title and named, the Scott Hall IC Championships Classic. And
that would be sick, man.
It'd be really sick. And I'm just so what's it called? So happy that we have access to the long career of Hall, and it's available for anybody who ever wants to experience Hall's career. It's there for you to watch and
go to Peacock, man. Check it all out. Like go check out all that stuff. It's and go to YouTube and check out all his shoot interviews, man. Bro, them Scott Hall shoot interviews have me rolling, man. Goldberg's just a mark, man.
There's this really funny one where it wasn't even a shoot interview. He was just like, guess everybody was like. He was talking about life on the road, and of course, the various women that he encountered on the road. And somebody sends in a question. I don't even remember what the fucking question is, but what's it called? But the username was Horsecock Express 24, and you just see when the guy reads it, Hall's just like the first out laughing.
Popped him, man. It popped him.
Tournament would bring the prestige back to the time. Of course, it would.
Yeah.
For a big man, his work rate was high. Exactly.
Again, watch WrestleMania 10, the ladder match. Like if you don't do anything, if tonight, like do that. Watch the WrestleMania 10 ladder match with him and Shawn Michaels.
Fucking amazing match.
It's not in Tokyo Dome, but I think we can all give it 6 stars, brother.
I would. Yeah, but yeah, you guys should go look for that video where you see, or what's it called, Scott Hogan like wants to like laugh out loud after hearing a fucking username called Horsecock Express 24. But yeah, man,
R.I.P. Scott Hall, man.
rest in peace to the bad guy, man, the bad guy. He's gone, but his legacy will always live with us, and he's immortalized because of what he's left us here, and we won't ever forget about that, man.
No, never,
Never.
ever. But moving on to some more positive. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, he just said that what's it called, the OG ladder match, what
Yeah.
paved the way for TLC and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. His
Oh, what
AWA
was his
days.
name? What was his name?
What?
Back in the AWA, I don't remember what his name was, but like, because I'm not that familiar with it, but like recently because of his passing, like people have been telling me more about like that, and like I saw the pictures of him with that giant like Tom Selleck mustache that he had. Man, that's badass, dude. Yeah. But moving on to like some more positive news, now that all that's done, we've got two major AEW title changes. We'll start with the first one. Scorpio Sky finally defeated Sammy Guevara to become the TNT champion 2 weeks ago on Dynamite in a pretty solid match that they had. Scorpio pretty much won clean, dude. Like, I saw a lot of people online were kind of complaining about how, like, Scorpio doesn't really deserve this title shot. I don't really get, like, what the story is here. First of all, Scorpio Sky has been, like, one of the major building blocks for AEW since its inception. First tag team champion. Now he's the TNT champion. I have no doubt in my mind that at some point he's going to be the AEW world champion, which to me would be amazing to see a black man be the first Grand Slam in AEW. That would be really sick. But, Scorpio for the past year has been chilling with Dan Lambert at every Dynamite, chilling up in the rafters like he's Crow's thing, watching the show, like watching Sammy, like watching all these matches. So that way he knows, like, Sammy always goes out and he always does these big moves that like could cost him. And Scorpio waited. He waited for Sammy to do that, like that, what was it, like a 630 senton to a table on the outside and just completely took himself out. And then Scorpio came in and got the win, man. Scorpio Sky time. We'll be putting in the work with that title. Give me Scorpio versus Swerve. Yeah. And I think that's where we're going, Bruce. I think that's where we're going.
Yeah. And exactly. I am ecstatic that Scorpio Sky has this, because especially the fact that it was emphasized when he won, when they said he is the first man to hold the what's it called, to have held, two titles now. What's it called?
He's not the first one, but the first one to do TNT and tag team.
And tag team, the TNT and the tag team. And I would love to see Scorpio Sky be the first one to become the Grand Slam champion. I've loved Scorpio Sky since the first episodes of Dynamite, and I thought that he was incredible in SCU, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. He was super over. You remember when the shoe popped off in like those early episodes of Dynamite, and he was going up against Jericho, man. Like that was, man, what a time to be a wrestling fan.
And also, like, and this was a big swerve for me because, like, I totally forgot that he had a shot.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that he had a shot at the title. And I'm glad that they did that. And I knew that eventually, like, we were going down the line that Sammy was going to drop that title eventually. Like, they kind of got into like this weird, like, ground where they're like, oh, get it from Cody. And then now Cody's gone. Right. And you're like, well, what the fuck? What are we doing? Because it still feels like they don't really want to have the title still on Sammy. And I was like, well, when the whole Wardlow thing happened at the pay-per-view, I was like, well, it looks like Wardlow's gonna have his match tomorrow. He's gonna squash the fuck out of Sammy, and that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna win. And I'm happy that that's not at all how it went. Yeah, and we got Scorpio Sky instead.
Yeah, same. Scorpio, like, his work rate is going to prove to all of his doubters, like his work rate, when you see him in the ring, he's going to prove everybody wrong. Like, people are going to be fully on the Scorpio train. And I really, because they've got a show coming up in, like, it's their first California AEW show coming up, like, super soon. And SCU, man, like, that's Scorpio, like, that's Scorpio land, dog. Like, I want to see Scorpio come out with, like, the purple and like gold Lakers TNT title, because you know that they give everyone like their own custom
Yeah.
one. That
Yeah.
would be sick.
Yeah. This guy's a good champion. First face of the Revolution. Ought to be interesting how he, Wardlow, and MJF interact if they go with a triple threat to add another wrinkle to their storyline. Dude,
I don't know if that's the direction that they're going, but like I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, tag titles with Paige and be the first double champ in AEW. That would be freaking awesome. But also, I don't know how AEW would handle double duty, because
I don't know, man.
double champions don't really happen anymore. Like,
no, I've always been like, to me, I always mark out for like double champs. Like I think it's cool
when it
like,
happens, right?
Yeah,
But
I don't know what the right story would be for that.
Yeah.
To me, like the story that I have in my mind, and this has nothing to do with Scorpio Sky, but like the story that I have in my mind is like CM Punk turning heel on Hangman, winning the world title, and then teaming up with like Bryan and Mox and being like, yo, we're the WWE guys. And then they go, and then Mox and Danielson go in and get like the tag titles as well. And then CM Punk joins them and they do the trios title. And then they add that shit to it. And you got Punk holding the world title, a trios title. And then you got Danielson and Mox on the side holding the other trios title and the tag titles. Bro, internet would explode, man. I'm popping myself right now.
Yeah. Eddie Annis, this is probably the first time I see you in here. So
yeah, welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania. That's going to be a great match.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, I want him to triple crown and hold all of them. I would pop. Yeah, and like to me though, like what's it called? And you bring it up, like I really do think that our next tag champs are probably going to be Bryan and Mox. Or probably going to be Bryan and Mox. But like
being there live, bro. This like flying to Full Gear was fun, and like Full Gear was sick, and I had a great time, bro. San Antonio this week, man, being at Dynamite Live was so much fun, dude. Like that was the hottest crowd that I've ever been to for a wrestling show, and I've been to several wrestling shows, but like San Antonio this week fucking killed it, especially with that TNT match that Scorpio had with Wardlow this past week, which was great, where MJF came out and screwed Wardlow, which we all knew was going to happen. But
it was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
To me, Wardlow is world title material now. Like when I met him at the airport and I talked to the dude and I was like, this dude can fucking talk? Like, holy shit. Like, hey, Wardlow, like, good luck. Send you on your way, man. Like, I hope Wardlow is the guy who beats MJF when MJF gets his world title reign.
Mm-hmm.
Trios title a la NWA 6-man style would be dope. Yeah, I really think it's coming. I mean, Tony Khan has kind of said, like, they're just waiting on Kenny Omega to come back from injuries, which, you know, there was an update today that Fightful put out, I think, that he's got or yesterday that he's got to have like a hernia, like surgery or something. So, you know, good luck to Kenny, man. I think RK Bro will keep their tag championship at WrestleMania. Who are they? It's the Street Profits, right?
Sure. No, the Alpha Academy, no?
Yeah, I think it might be a triple threat, honestly. Yeah, because I watched Raw this week and Street Profits came out and they challenged RKO, and then the match ended in a DQ. Surprise, because Alpha Academy came out. But I you know, sometimes this is like, you know, we shit on it, but I felt like the story was right for that, where like Alpha Academy came out and was pissed because they're like, no, those are our titles. So I don't know, we'll see. But moving on to the next one, I'll let you do the honors on this one.
Yeah, man, of course. La Mera Thunder Rosa defeats Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, to become AEW Women's World Champion and the first Mexicana to hold a major U.S. world title. And I will tell you, the pride, but also just the goosebumps I got that a mariachi, brought her in, and and then she comes out with not just the Mexican American flag that she always comes in, but the Texan flag.
Yeah.
And her makeup was great, and her face paint was great, and I'm very happy. It finally happened. It happened, and of course I understand why it happened at San Antonio. It should happen there, but like I'm just now having that entrance though. I was like, okay, now I'm glad that she lost.
Yeah.
But like I'm so happy for Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa is one of the best in that locker room. I think that she is one of, if not, one of the best working, probably in contention to being the best woman wrestler right now this year.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy for her.
It's
And
between like her, Sheeta, and Deeb for me are like the three best women's wrestlers in the world. Like those, and I don't think that there's really like
it was a
any
brutal match,
debate.
bro. Holy
It's a
shit.
brutal match, man. Like, and I'll say like being there live, like in San Antonio at the show, I knew Thunder Rosa was gonna I knew it was gonna be hot. But before the show started, they're flashing on the screen all the matches that are gonna happen, and of course, like we'll get to Jeff Hardy in a sec, but the Hardy Boys graphic comes up. And the building popped massive for that, and then they pull up the Thunder Rosa graphic, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah." And from that moment, I was like, "No, this shit isn't fucking flying." Because if anybody knows me, y'all know I fucking love Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, please marry me, please. I love you, man. I love you. I respect you. You're the greatest women's wrestler on the planet right now. But bro, when that match started, I dropped the belt down. I stood up in my chair, had my hand over my mouth, Thunder Rosa. And I looked and I tapped the dude next to me. I said, let's get the chant going. And I had that whole fucking building going crazy for Thunder Rosa, man. And I'm so happy that I was there live for that dude. I've never felt electricity like that in a building before. Like even seeing Hangman win the world title in Full Gear, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That Minnesota crowd was a little quiet. Like it felt like they hadn't really been to a wrestling show in a while. Bro, if there's one thing I'll know about us Texans, man, we fucking love wrestling, bro. So when Thunder Rosa came out, I needed that bitch popping, man. Like I needed everybody on their feet, man. Like it was so much fun. It was so emotional. Like I almost started crying being there live. Like what a moment, man. Like congrats to Thunder Rosa. Like well deserved. Like I hope that her reign is like, I hope that she gets the reign that she deserves.
I hope it's lengthy.
Yeah.
I hope it's well deserved. It's well deserved.
I would like to see her get close to like Sheeta's length.
Mm-hmm. Kylie says, "Drop the belt. What type of champion are you?" Someone could steal it and taking it down like a Twitter.
Hey, I got a new Twitter guy. Hey, y'all see that right there? You'll see that right there. That's a new Twitter. New Twitter. Follow me. There we go.
Join the pool, y'all. How long will his Twitter last? Well, actually, what's it called? It already was under hot water.
They've blocked me 4 times. 4 times. I haven't even had this new Twitter in 4 times, and I haven't even done anything. Dude, I think AEW will buy WWE. No way.
No,
I don't think.
No. That man.
And I don't think WWE will ever buy AEW either. But I don't know.
Yeah. Something about those 2 billionaires is that they want to keep a hold of what they own, and they will not budge. Like
AEW has a hold on professional wrestling, and WWE has a hold on sports entertainment. So it's like they're very much like their own thing.
Yeah. If one ends up buying the other, I will quite literally probably shit my pants. But because
that's Bruce saying in the chat. Like I'm intrigued.
Bruce says there are women wrestlers, and then there is
Manami Toyota.
If you haven't seen her match, Joshi wrestler. Go now to YouTube. Yeah.
Bet. I will take the recommendation.
Manami,
Okay, Manami Toyota. All right, bet.
Toyota.
I will take the recommendation.
I'm so happy for her. And also just that emotion that she displayed when she won it. And I mean, she's just, to me, she's one of my favorites. She's one of the best in that ring, in the locker room. In that locker room, she's one of the best. And I was seeing how, like, what's it called? What came up on my TikTok? I think it was Mark Henry that was speaking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And how like she's such a driving force to make sure that the women are treated, fairly, to make sure that that the women don't have to worry about anything like sexual assault anymore, like it was in the old days, like it was rampant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, Thunder Rosa is such a great person, such a credible part of a professional wrestling, and she finally got her due, and it's in about damn time. And the first woman Mexicana to win a fucking major U.S. world title.
Yeah, that's so big. Like that's like being able to like witness history like that. Like that like it really like, man, the emotions were high in that building, dude.
It's not the biggest feud of High Fly Radio is not Raul versus Jabril.
Fuck
or
Twitter.
Brad in one more match, or Dwayne wanting another shot. It's Aiden versus Twitter. Watch GTS Wrestling and Grim will beat Jimmy. It's on YouTube.
Bet.
Yeah, bet.
Man, fuck
But
Twitter.
yeah,
But shout out Thunder Rosa. All my homies
yeah,
love Thunder Rosa, man. Like,
yeah.
what a locker room leader. Like you said, man. Like, no one's more deserving right now, I feel like, than Thunder Rosa for that title.
Yeah.
And people are already like, oh, who's the next one gonna be? Man, chill out.
The next one, bro.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, dog. I just want to see Thunder Rosa have the title, guys. Like, we don't always have to like pre-book who the next guy is gonna be. Like, sometimes it seems obvious, but like we don't always have to
y'all
like
asking who's the next one after the fucking Mexican's the one who wins the title. But yeah, come on, let my girl hold it, bro.
Yeah.
Like let's chill out. Let's let the professionals who are riding in the back work it.
Yeah, because and like people are, and I see a lot of people online shitting on like Britt Baker's reign too. And I know we've been like a little critical at times, but I don't think anything's really been Britt's fault. I think with what Britt was given and with what Britt did, she put this like women's division on the map like she was supposed to. Like she, people tuned in, they watched Britt Baker, they love Britt Baker, and now she's passed it on to Thunder Rosa because it's Thunder Rosa's time. And the heat and like the level that we got to in that crowd for those two women is a testament to what both those women can do and what professional wrestling is, man. So, shout out to Thunder Rosa, shout out to Scorpio Sky. Like, so proud of them.
It's not to say that Britt Baker's reign was always bad. It wasn't. No, it was damn good at the beginning. Yeah. It just eventually got really stale, and
it did kind of teeter out. And eventually Britt Baker will hold the women's world title again. Like, she will. Yeah. Like, she's gonna. 100%. I think Britt Baker's gonna be one of those first like 2-time champs with the same title. Yeah. Or one of the first couple.
It would make me so happy. I think that Sheeta should be the first 2 times.
Oh yeah, Sheeta would be sick too. Sheeta deserves it, man. Like, I would love to see like Sheeta and D like go back and forth with the title. I feel like that would be great because like. I mean, we've seen it like 4 times already, but I don't care. Like, every time Sheeta and Deeb get together, I'm like, all right, cool, more magic. Give me some more, please. Nom 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 nom. I love it.
All right, let's talk about some Jeff Hardy stuff here, bro. You want to read this?
Yeah. I'll read this. So, also we had Jeff Hardy, opened up a little bit this week on, like why he chose to go to AEW over WWE and like what led him to leave. So, this is a direct quote from, I believe, Matt Hardy's podcast that he did with John Alba.
Oh, this wasn't with the kid who had like 300 sisters.
No, that's not that one. But Jeff Hardy basically said, like, in response to like, why did you choose, like, what happened with WWE? Like, what, there was all this stuff where like, WWE thought that he was intoxicated and whatnot, but he wasn't at all. He said certain things happen for a reason. Subconsciously, that was one of the smartest, maybe the smartest things I've ever done. Guided by something higher than me. In WWE, it was like glimmers of hope. Maybe I do still have something. The last glimmer of hope was the Survivor Series, which was really good. It came down to me and Seth Rollins. The crowd was so behind me. I felt like one of the most popular baby faces in WWE because the crowd was so with me. There are other times that I just feel like a ghost roaming through the hall, and I'm like, why am I even here? I don't feel important at all. But I kept doing my deal. I just would show up and do whatever they wanted me to do. Never been a pot licker, so I don't go out of my way to try to get to a certain spot or achieve a certain status. But yeah, just that night in Edinburgh, Texas, for some reason, I finished my heat. I took the heat and I said, I'm ready to go. I went over the rail and disappeared into the crowd. Naturally, they think they thought I took something like drugs or whatever, but I didn't. I mean, if I was that bad, I should never gone out there, is the way I see it. But yeah, I thought, man, that's another unpredictable thing that I can do and I'll get away with it. But it was more serious than that. But again, it was one of the smartest things I've ever done because everything worked out so perfectly, mainly because my first day in AEW, I felt valuable for the first time. Just the care and love that I was shown. Like, I feel like I was where I'm supposed to be. I got chills thinking about that. In WWE, I just felt like they were going to keep me there to sell more action figures. It's one of the things that I put so much love and joy into painting my face. When I see that comes to be immortalized in an action figure, I'm like, man, that's why I do this. It's so cool. So that's one thing I'm super excited about here in AEW is my first action figure with the face paint. And it's okay. It's here. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. So Jeff Hardy, like, really kind of like putting over like this thing that we've talked about for a long time with WWE, where it's just kind of like a lot of the talent just feels so directionless. Unless your name is, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, or Roman Reigns, or Brock Lesnar,
Brock
like there's
Lesnar.
really, you're just kind of there. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of there to hold on to IP. You know what I mean? And Jeff Hardy kind of puts that on the map, and he kind of puts them on blast for that. And kind of really puts over the fact that he's really happy that he's over here in AEW. And I think a lot of that comes to the fact that like he's back with his brother again, which was, again, it was great to see here. Like I've never seen the Hardys live, bro. So getting to see them tag in AEW this week was awesome, especially against Private Party, bro. Oh my God, man. I was going crazy. But
I was eating, bro. You were eating this week, bro.
I was feasting over it, bro. My tickets were $32, man. I was right there, bro.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah. And it's like that's kind of the what I've noticed, and it's like they haven't really taken the shot recently. The last time I would say it's like, oh, when they withdrew, and that was like 2 years ago now. That's 2 years ago that they really took the shot to like have somebody be built again, or to really surprise us and give us something different.
Yeah.
And it just sucks because like you have a lot of people there who are like, first thing that pops in my mind right now, because she's going all around Twitter right now because of course she's started in OnlyFans, but Toni Storm, somebody as talented as Toni Storm right now, Toni Storm in that ring and on that mic, and you just have her in the back and catering, just floating around, not knowing what the fuck's gonna happen with her career when she's super fucking young. It's like that kind of sucks so much, is that you constantly have that flow in WWE, whether if you're not a big caliber thing to them, you're kind of just floating, and until like eventually they might want to do something with you.
Yeah, you're just kind of there in the back of Vince's mind going, oh, we've got something for you, but we really don't have anything for you. Like it's going to be another 2 years before we see you on TV. I mean, dude, think about Mustafa Ali, dude. Like he's literally sitting at home for the next 2 years because they refuse to do anything with him because they just want to hold on to him because they're like, this guy's valuable. If you think he's valuable, then do something with him.
Yeah.
Like Mustafa Ali can hold the Universal title. He can hold the fucking Galaxy title. He can hold the Solar System, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever this new unified title is going to be at the end of WrestleMania, Mustafa Ali can lead this company. Like, I like it's gonna happen. Mustafa Ali is going to leave WWE. He's going to go to AEW, and he's going to become the AEW World Champion one day. That is 1,000% going to happen.
Yeah,
and I cannot wait for it to happen because I can't wait for people to see like the caliber of talent that they have on their roster. Man, it's fantastic. Like, to me, it's to the level that AEW is. I mean, I think AEW surpassed them a little bit, but like they had all that same talent, and they just kind of let them go, and it's really just. It's mind-boggling sometimes to me. Like you've got like people like Kofi Kingston, and Mustafa Ali, and you've got Naomi, you've got all these people that you're just not doing anything with, and I don't feel excited to watch them on TV because I know that you're not going to do anything with them, and I know that nothing's going to feel satisfying to me. It just it feels like a little bit of vindication to hear Jeff Hardy say this stuff too, but at the same time, it's like I just want it to change. Like, we don't want to be on here every week being like, oh, man, what the fuck are they doing over on Raw and SmackDown this week and 2.0? Like, I want to be excited to watch Raw. I want to be excited to watch NXT. I want to be excited to watch SmackDown, but I'm just not.
Yeah. And that's what irks me like so much is like they don't find you so valuable to give you the shot, to be something in this company. But they find you valuable enough to make sure they won't release you, but or if they do, to make sure they slap that 90-day non-compete.
Yep.
It's like, make it make sense, bro. Please make it make sense. Stacy says it's cliche. It's the cliche of an embarrassment of riches when it comes to WWE. An overabundance of talented wrestlers, but either no or not enough creative direction. Sadly, Vince Russo at least gave the roster direction, even the mid to lower card wrestlers something to do.
Even if it was dog shit, at least he had something.
It was a dog shit.
At some point with Vince Russo, it literally might have been dog shit.
I would love to see WrestleMania come to Chicago at Wrigley Field. Ooh,
That
that'd
would
be
be
cool.
pretty sick.
Yeah. I want a sports entertainer as AEW Women's Champion. Stop
I
that.
am a sports entertainer. Yeah, dog. I was in line getting a hot dog and a beer, brother. I'm not out here for you, Chris Jericho. Even though I'm not gonna lie, bro. I gotta give credit. I gotta give Jericho his credit. Like the segment was pretty fire. And I hate saying that. Did you hear the line that he said when he was like on January 6th and took a pause? Everybody in the arena went 2019, and we were all like, bro, don't play with us like that, Jericho. Don't play with us like that. But yeah, moving on to some a bit of sour news, or I don't know what to make out of this. Bianca Belair is injured ahead of WrestleMania 38. According to WWE.com, though, direct quote says Bianca Belair suffered a fractured Hoyd bone in her throat as a result of the attack perpetrated by Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch last Monday on Raw. WWE.com has learned. The WWE universe watched in horror as Lynch took out her WrestleMania challenger in a vicious fashion, wrapping a chair around Belair's head and a neck before sending her into a steel ring post. Although Belair will not need surgery, she will be out of action for an unspecified amount of time as she recovers, officials say. So, my question to you, Raul, is this a work?
It's as much as a work as that Rihanna song, baby. Look, bro. Actually, we'll find out if it's a work. Tomorrow, I was about to say next Monday, but literally in like 2 days, right? In 2 days, when Rock is on television and Becky's out there, like, what's it called? And they announce, like, if they announce a tournament and there's an extra spot in that tournament, bruh, it's a work. But if tomorrow Becky, what's it called? They have a promo with Becky and somebody actually interrupts to say that I'm going to challenge you and stuff like that, and there's no tournament, then it's not a work. But we got to keep our eyes peeled. But I'm having a feeling that this is a fucking work.
Bro, this is my thing. We're two Raws away from WrestleMania 38.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we doing this storyline now? Like, you didn't think to do this a couple months? Like, to me, the perfect story would have been, like, if you wanted to do this and that fucking god-awful match that Becky and Bianca had at SummerSlam this past year, which has gotten us to this predicament anyways, where Bianca and Becky are going to Mania. You could have done something then where Bianca, quote, gets injured. You know what I mean? And then you have Becky, Becky viciously beats her down, cementing her as a new heel. Then Bianca goes out until the Royal Rumble, and she comes up as a surprise entrant for the Royal Rumble, and she should have won the Royal Rumble. And then she could have been the one to challenge. Becky. And if you really wanted to do Ronda and Charlotte, you could have just had a moment where Charlotte was in the fucking Rumble anyways. Ronda's the one who takes Charlotte out of the Rumble. That sets their match up. Like, that would have been perfect. It's not fucking rocket science, dude. It's professional wrestling. Like, this shit is not that hard. Like, my problem with this is that, like, the constant need to overcomplicate this shit. It's not that fucking hard.
Yeah, I don't look, man. I think it's a fucking work. It's a work.
The thing that makes me worried is, like, all the people online that are like, oh, well, they're unifying both the WWE titles, like, for the men's side. Like, there's a big rumor that because both women's, like, main titles matches are on night 1 of WrestleMania, that moving into night 2, there's going to be a surprise unification match between the women's title to finally make, like, just the WWE Women's World title. Fuck off if it's Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey another
twice in a lifetime.
Eat my ass. Get the fuck out of here, Vince. I don't want it. Don't fucking book that. Please don't do that. If that's the story that you have Bianca come out as a surprise for WrestleMania Night 2, and then Bianca's the inaugural WWE Women's World Champion. Like, if that's what you're gonna do, that's the only way that I will accept it. This is the only way that I will accept it.
I think that would be so stupid.
Fucking ridiculous.
It'd be so stupid, but
I'm down for unifying the women's title, but I don't. I'm Charlotte and Ronda. I don't need it, and I don't want Becky in it if it involves those two.
The storyline is almost as fast as Aiden losing his Twitter account. Yeah. But look, man, I think we really do have to just wait for Monday to see if this is true or not.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. The fact that, which also, fuck, we forgot to say, but, like, what's it called? Hope Biggie's doing all right.
Oh,
Biggie,
God,
big,
yeah.
big, what's it called? Sending love to Biggie. Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucking heated about that too, bro.
Yeah. But I
Ridge
think.
Holland out here, like, and Ridge Holland, he's got a young career. Shit like this happens, man. Like, unfortunately, but like, why the fuck was Ridge Holland still on TV last night wrestling a match with Kofi Kingston, where the whole point of the match was the fact that Kofi Kingston is out here in storyline because he's trying to avenge what happened to his friend Big E, and you still had Ridge Holland pin Kofi Kingston. Fuck off. I hate you. This is dog shit. Fix your fucking booking.
Yeah. But
Bro, I'm getting more and more heated the more that we stay in WWE land, man. Get us out of here.
But, I mean, we're still going to go to WWE land because
Oh,
main topic.
no. Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Main topic for tonight, my friends. It seems that Cody Rhodes is not all smoke and mirrors because he's signing back with WWE.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, man.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, bro.
It says Cody Rhodes has signed with WWE, according to PW Insider. Multiple WWE sources have confirmed Rhodes inked his deal about 10 to 14 days ago. So they've had this plan for a while. The current plan is to have Rhodes debut WrestleMania weekend, with the early word among those in the company being that Rhodes will be on the Raw brand. And then in addition to that, Fightful Select today on their Patreon put out. In addition, Fightful can confirm that WWE is internally planning for Rhodes to be at the WWE Raw after Mania on Monday, April 4th. Now, the question is he going to debut on Raw after Mania, or is he going to debut Mania weekend? I don't. If they save it for after Mania, what a waste, dude.
Seth doesn't have an opponent. Yeah. Seth doesn't have an opponent. I think it's some bullshit. I think he's gonna be at Mania, and
yeah.
But I will say this right now.
Better be night one, bro.
If Cody is coming back, and we're not going to treat him as the caliber star that he is, I don't give a shit about Cody coming back. Let Cody beat Roman. If this is what if he's coming back and somebody has high caliber as Cody, let Cody be the one to beat Roman.
Do you think Cody would be the one to beat Roman? Do you think that do you think in Vince's mind that he would say this guy who went and started, like, was one of the founding pieces for AEW, I'm gonna let him come in and beat my top guy? I don't think.
Then why re-sign him? Then why sign him again? If there is supposedly that much animosity, right? Then why sign him again?
I'm just so confused by this dude.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by this shit. Like, if you listen to rumors, which is I'm gonna clarify that these are rumors. Like, we're not confirming anything. Like, if Cody left AEW because he wanted a hand in the booking, and he wanted to be more in tune with that.
Yeah.
Going to WWE, bro, like, they're not gonna let you book your shit. They're not gonna let you go out there and cut a 15-minute American Nightmare promo. They'll let you come up on your Cody elevator in the middle of the fucking ring and all the smoke and all, and here I am, like, all that shit, all the fucking shit that you want to do, Cody. Like, they'll let you do that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be able to go out there and cut the promos that you want to cut. They're not going to let you go out there and bleed in your matches. That shit's not going to happen anymore. No more blood for you, Cody. Like, I don't get this, dude. I really don't.
Stacy says someone's got to keep an eye out for Butch. Make sure he doesn't get his name changed to Pete Dunne. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
Aiden's gimmick, 5 different accounts. I can keep one. Seth's gonna call someone out night 1 for a match, and night 2, Cody comes out. Yeah.
Oh. If that happens, I don't know what the fuck the predictions look like.
This is probably one of the most, frustrating, or one of the most confusing times with Cody. I
don't get it.
I think Cody should have just stayed in AEW.
To me, I feel like Cody's the type of guy to say, hey, I always wanted to win. the WWE World Title.
Yeah.
And I think if Cody can go in and do that and have a good, like, Cody's gonna have a really good first year. Like Cody's first year in WWE, like at most year, is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything after that, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Cody's gonna drop to that mid card so fucking fast in 2023, man.
Yeah. Here's something. So if Cody debuts and at WrestleMania Backlash, he's already going up against Roman for the title. That title isn't gonna get lost. He's not dropping. He's not gonna win that title.
I think the guy who's gonna beat Roman, I think it's Braun Breaker, dude. I think Braun Breaker is the guy who's gonna beat Roman. Yeah, I think they're hot on him. Like this little program that he's got with Dolph Ziggler moving into Mania weekend. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but I think that they're hot on Braun Breaker, and I feel like Braun would go perfect with Paul Heyman if they wanted to do like another twist. Because I think Roman's gonna win. I mean, we all think Roman's gonna win at Mania.
It should be Roman.
If Brock wins,
the story shows that
pissed.
It should be Roman.
Yeah, if Brock wins, I'm gonna be pissed. But I think honestly, like to me, this would be a great way to get like to see Brock like out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like appreciate you for Brock's been in this fucking company for like 2 decades, dog. Like, like, hey, shout out to you, man. See you later. Like, I don't need to see Brock Lesnar now. What the fuck else are they gonna do? What else are they gonna do with Brock Lesnar, dude? I don't fucking care about him anymore. Like, he's on a great run right now, and I'm having a lot of fun with what he's doing on TV. But like, once this is done, I'm done, dude. I don't need.
He has no plans to ever go back to MMA now. He's like, I'm the WWE superstar.
Well, he can go to his farm and just fucking chill out with his family and like wherever the fuck he lives, Minnesota. I don't fucking know, man. I just don't. I'm so confused, man. That's really all that we can say.
We've seen LA Knight. Shame.
Yeah, LA Knight. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. And
it is
I honestly, knowing the way that the E works, I'm not interested in Cody going to the WWE. What I would be interested in would be Cody going to ROH.
Yeah.
And then ROH, him taking over ROH and working that instead. While Tony gets to handle AEW, Cody can handle ROH.
Yeah.
That's what I would be interested in.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be interested in that, but I'm also like, now that William Regal is involved, I think we're gonna get a lot of like William Regal being involved with ROH. By the way, dude, like, you know, I know we like kind of like shit on Jericho a lot, but like Talk to Jericho podcast is normally pretty entertaining because it's normally just his guest talking for the majority of it. The interview that he did with William Regal this week was fantastic. Like, what a great podcast to listen to. If you want to like listen to William Regal just like open up and be completely raw about his life and his injuries and his substance abuse issues, like listen to that podcast. Like that, it was fantastic to get to hear William Regal. I'm so happy that he's getting all his flowers now. You know what I mean? Like it's great. It's great to see, man.
Yeah.
But shit,
well,
man.
We've had a great hour here.
What a great fastest hour in professional wrestling, man. No Rampage.
Yeah, man. It's been fun. It's been a fun time. But of course, the night has ended, my friends, and we are done here. But we'll be back next week for another High Flyer, more of the recap episode of the week, and we'll see what else can drop during the week for news wise. But it's been a fun time, and yeah, we got ourselves some matches though, right, Aiden? We've got night 1. I'm going up against Jabril for a chance to challenge Aiden for the High Flyer Radio World Championship.
I'll see that. I'll see
right
it
there.
in all its glory.
Big
Big pert.
And whoever wins that night goes on to our predictions night for night 2 of WrestleMania to challenge Aiden for that title. First singles match for Aiden to defend his title. No more having to worry about a second person.
God damn. That triple threat almost kicked my ass, man. I did not know if I was walking out of that still the champion.
Beat up pro wrestlers.
And still here.
Still here. Get some Brock Lesnar meat products. Stacy says, Let's go after their match. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Lesnar at CYN.
Oh,
Versus
Lord.
the
Fuck, man.
forklift versus grappling hook match.
We'll talk
Remember,
about
my
control
friend,
your narrative next week
only you can control your narrative.
by not doing these moves.
Yeah.
Control
But,
your narrative by following these rules.
Yeah. You want to let them know where they can find you, Aiden, if they want to, but maybe you might not want to promote it in case the ops are listening.
Nah, man. Fuck the ops. Fuck Twitter. Fuck all that shit. I have no idea why the fuck they hate me so much. But, if you want to follow the champ and support the champ, you know what I'm saying? You can right here at HFR Aiden on Twitter. Everywhere else, just at Aiden Kossick, AIDEN KOSSICK.
Yeah. But I hope you all, what's it called? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm what's it called? The Nerdy Chicano on both Instagram and Twitter.
I'm
And
like, you got to plug yourself, big dog.
Twitch.tv/the Nerdy Chicano. Also 100 subscribers on my YouTube. Go check it out under my full name, Raul Alejandro Mendoza. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be back for a live show. I think we will because Brad's not going to be at his parents anymore. So because today he was supposed to help his parents, but his dad forgot his tools. So he's at his in-laws right now. So I'm scared that tomorrow he's going to be like, yeah, I got to go help my parents now.
Yeah, we'll see.
And you were
what's going
just
on
there
tomorrow.
on Friday as well. I mean, not Friday, Thursday, but yeah, I don't know, man. What's it called? We'll see what happens tomorrow. But
You see this, Brad? This is why you're not getting any fucking title shots till the second half of the year, big dog. You gotta work your way up the card, brother.
Quarter two, bro.
Yeah, you gotta work your way up the card, brother.
Yeah. But in the meantime, it's been a lot of fun, and as always, we hope you all go ahead and stay tuned with us here. Catch us tomorrow if possible. But on Monday we'll be back for a review of After Yang. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, y'all. This has been High Fly Radio. Don't tap out.
Tune in.